their new away kit. Swansea's All Blacks don't do the haka before kick-off, but they should have been strutting in celebration as early as the 3rd minute. James Thomas denied at point-blank range by Macclesfield keeper Steve Wilson. A chance gone begging as the Swans dominated the early exchanges, but nothing at all compared with what followed. Thomas setting up Lenny Dronrose for the miss of the season, possibly the miss of the century. He won't want to see that again, but we're going to. Let's be kind and say it might have bobbled. Dronrose understandably felt that he needed to make up for that, and he set off on a one-man mission to atone, forcing Wilson into a couple of decent saves in quick succession. Swansea carving out one opportunity after another, even in the absence of the injured Kevin Nugent. And in fact it was the player replacing him who finally broke the deadlock. Steve Watkin beating Steve Wilson to the cross from James Thomas. A satisfying moment for the striker who's had such a difficult time this season, his first goal in fact since August. A long time to wait, the only surprise in this match that the Swans had been forced to wait until the 41st minute to take the lead. Wilson will know he really should have claimed the high ball. At the other end, Macclesfield simply hadn't looked like scoring until Swansea scored for them. Chris Priest with the cross, Chris O'Leary into his own net. Not quite as unlucky as the own goal he managed at Lincoln, but not too clever for all that. O'Leary deadly in his own 6-yard box. His fellow defenders need to mark him a little more closely. That came just before the break, a travesty that Macclesfield was somehow on level terms, and it might have been even worse. David Smith just too high in injury time. After the break though, normal service was resumed. Jason Smith wide with one header, but then no mistake with the next, connecting with a Roberto Martinez free kick. 52 minutes gone, and easy to see by now just why Macclesfield have tumbled down the table, almost 4 months without a win on their Moss Road ground. Swansea, of course, had gone even longer without a win away from the Vetch, so the odds were that something had to give yesterday. And by now, the safe bet had to be on the Swans. Martinez sealed it in some style on 66 minutes, a terrific shot into the roof of the net. At last the scoreline reflected his side's superiority against a team in real trouble. Macclesfield had allowed youngsters in on reduced prices as part of their kid for a quid scheme, but even they must have felt like asking for their money back. James Thomas might even have made it 4 before the end, Wilson doing well to keep that one out, but in the end it didn't matter. That's 3 wins and a draw in the last 4 games now for the Swans. If they maintain anything like this sort of form, they'll beat the threat of relegation with something to spare.
I thought we played very well today from start to finish, the whole 90 minutes, and every single player. You know, when you can say that all 11 players played well, then you know you deserve a good win.
Football is a team game and you need 11 players, and to be honest, with only 2 or 3 players you don't win games, and we showed a great character out there, but I think the credit is not just the 11 we were out there, it's through the squad. We've got a very good squad now, and there is a great competition and training session, and that raised everyone's game.
We've got a run now. It's important that we needed to start to get on the run because it was looking as if we were going to get cast adrift. Yes, it's pleasing now. This game's gone. We've won it. We've got to forget about it now. Take the positives out of it and look forward to Bournemouth on Tuesday.
Yes.